Again, I need to turn it off. It's just going off. We are going to be talking about white teeth. Everybody loves white teeth. You don't want to have dark, dingy, yellow teeth. It's signs of not being healthy. You want to look professional. You want to look your best. I get it. But I'm going to talk about a scam. You guys, this FTC came the FTC came after them in 2017, I think. I don't know. We're going to look at it, but it's 2020 and people are just getting their money back from this scam. Wait until you hear how convoluted this was just because people wanted to have white teeth. Yeah. I've actually been thinking about reaching out to my dentist to say, hey, can I get some teeth whitening done? Get some pearly whites up in here. But let's take a look at this complaint. Like I said before, look, this goes back to 2017 and it's 2023, and literally people are just getting their refunds back from this. All right, this was filed in U.S. District Court, District of Nevada, filed under seal, complaint for permanent injunction and other equitable relief. Now, the first thing I want you to take a look at this long list over here. So it's Federal Trade Commission, the government, against Rev Mountain LLC, Roadrunner, B2C LLC, Wave Rock LLC, Juniper Solutions LLC, Jasper Woods LLC, Wheeler Peak Marketing LLC. Look, it goes on and on and on. You guys, that was part of the scam. That was, look, it is still going. Oh wow. Like, yeah. Oh, we're on page 4 now and we're still listing the defendant LLCs. All right, we finally get to the end on page 5. So what was all this about? All right, let's go down here. We're going to skip all of this jurisdiction and venue. The FTC, of course, we know is an independent agency of the US government. The defendants, these are all of the defendants that you just saw me go through on that list. And you see them all here. Nevada limited liability companies. I mean, again, just pages and pages of this before we ever even get to what they did wrong. We just got to name them all because there's so many of them. It just goes on and on. You guys, we are now on page 11. We're going to be like halfway through the paperwork before we get finished talking about who the defendants are. Arizona Limited Liability Company. Yeah, they were building a whole network, it seems. Oh, let's go back. We got something a little different. Okay, so now we start to talk about the people who were involved. We've got this defendant, Blair McNeil, directly or indirectly owns or controls all of the entities listed in paragraph 6 through 64, collectively called the corporate defendants. Look at how many. I mean, I don't know how he keeps up with all of them. As an attorney, that is a lot to keep up with. I'm just telling you, I've worked with clients who started LLCs. It's a lot. When I'm listed as registered agent, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be, because I don't want to have to every year, get 10 or 20 of these and then let you guys know you need to file your annual report. No, I don't want that headache. So I don't know how this person was able to manage all of these. He is the founder and CEO and defendant of all of these companies listed here that they say. He also has signed corporate filings on behalf of, and we've got some more there. He is or has been a signatory to at least 73 of the operations bank accounts. Look at that, including accounts for 12 now defunct entities and 39 currently active corporate defendants. You guys, like I said, that is a lot to keep up with. I don't get it. So then we have another person here, Danielle. Defendant Danielle Foss is Senior Vice President of Defendant Blue Rocket Brands. She has signed corporate filings on behalf of, and then you've got some listed there for her. She is or has been a signatory to at least 30 of the operations bank accounts held by 22 of the corporate defendants. So she seems to be heavily involved also. Then last but not least, we have Defendant Jennifer Johnson, who is CEO of Defendant Rev Mountain. And again, she's been signatory on some of these accounts for some of the corporate defendants also. So Here is this common enterprise, this network, all these companies. This is how it all relates. So let's go through this. So the next time you decide that you're going to sign up for teeth whitening, you don't fall for this scam. Since at least 2013, defendants have conducted the business practices described below through an interrelated network of 78 companies that have common ownership, officers, managers, business functions, employees, office locations, and bank accounts. Defendants frequently create and occasionally abandon LLCs, leaving 59. That is a lot. That's a lot. 59 currently active corporate defendants and 19 defunct LLCs in their corporate structure. What did I just say? I mean, somebody has to keep up with all of that. I don't see how three people are enough. um, yeah, to even be at the management level and know what's going on. I would think you would need way more than that. Each corporate defendant plays a role, whether merchant entity, holding company, or service provider, in a unified continuity plan operation. Defendants Blair McNeil, Danielle Foss, and Jennifer Johnson serve as officers and organizers of many of the corporate defendants. Corporate defendants share a single warehouse in Nevada and employ shared mailbox locations in several states that forward mail to two Boulder area offices. Further, the companies commingle funds in corporate bank accounts, regularly transfer funds between corporate accounts, and use unified sales techniques. Because the corporate defendants operate as a common enterprise, each of them is jointly and severally liable for the acts and practices alleged below. Defendants Blair McNeil, Danielle Foss, and Jennifer Johnson have formulated, directed, control, had the authority to control, or participated in the acts and practices of the corporate defendants that constitute the common enterprise. So, you guys, the way this is supposed to work is you're supposed to keep all these LLCs separate. Separate. You're not supposed to be commingling funds across bank accounts and all of that. That way, if something goes wrong with one, then it by itself is the one that's going to take a fall, take a hit, go down. But once you start piercing the corporate veil and commingling funds and making it so that it's not clear where the lines are for each one of these LLCs, well, then now all of them are at risk. And this is what's going on here. All right, let's go back. Commerce. Okay, well, all right, we can skip that part. Then we've got defendants' business activities. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go through a few pages here so you can follow along. Since the mid 2000s, the defendants have sold personal care products online through negative option marketing. This is charging consumers monthly for auto shipments unless consumers take action to cancel. You guys are probably signed up for a lot of subscriptions like that. Okay, you get whatever it is you ordered, these personal care products, they come to your house, and unless you cancel, they keep charging you. Defendants obtain consumers' credit card information for these charges by enticing consumers to sign up for a low-cost trial product. Among other goods, defendants currently sell tooth whitening products through negative option trial marketing under various names, including Smile Vitalize, Smile Pro Direct. I think I've heard of that. First Class Whitening, Whitening Coach, Action Pro, Bella at Home, and Innovation White. Different corporate defendants fulfill different roles within the negative option operation, from credit card processing to web services to product packaging, packing, and shipping. We've got some defendants there. It says Roadrunner, RevGo, warehouses, packs, and ships defendants' products from the operations warehouse in Henderson, Nevada. Then RevGuard provides A/B testing. RevLive provides call centers to receive cancellation requests and complaints. You've got another entity that manages the merchant entities. Look, I mean, they're going here telling you what each one of these did. We're going to skip through all that. Let's get to defendants' websites. Defendants own and operate at least 87 websites. I mean, like, are you on Google? I mean, how do you keep up with this? You're on like Bluehost or GoDaddy or something? That is a lot. It takes a lot to manage something like this. So they've got 87 websites offering personal care products, including these tooth whitening products. It says many of defendants' websites make trial offers associated with negative option plans. These websites include whiteningcoach.com, firstclasswhitening.com, smileprodirect.com, smilevitalize.com, and titanwhite.com. Defendants drive traffic to their trial offer websites through affiliate networks. Affiliates or advertisers link to defendants' websites from traffic generators such as blog posts, surveys, and banner advertisements. For example, one affiliate network drove traffic to defendants' trial offer sites through emails, inviting consumers to fill out customer satisfaction surveys for trusted merchants, including department store Kohl's and online retailer Amazon. In fact, the surveys were not affiliated with these retailers. Oh, so they lied. Their emails asked consumers to answer a series of questions about their satisfaction with the named retailers. At the end of the survey, the affiliate marketer offered consumers a choice of rewards for participating in the survey. In numerous instances, the affiliate directed consumers who clicked on the tooth whitening reward to one of the defendants' websites offering trial products for $3 plus shipping, including the sites listed in paragraph 82. You guys, let me stop right here for a second, because as a person who who is now looking out for some of these scams, there I mean, I actually have some affiliates, and I've had to go back and start looking at ones that I have to see which ones look legitimate and which ones look bad. Like, now I am having to do my own due diligence around this, and I've actually dropped a couple of them. And there's one that I recently realized, even some of the additional work that I was doing for them, I'm probably not going to do that anymore, because I still don't think that they have changed the way they market their product. And so I'm going to have to kick them completely to the curb. It just, you know, but this one is a this one is a new one here, because they have a whole lot going on here. Defendants pay their affiliate networks for each click or trial sign up generated by the network's advertisements. For example, from January 2010 through October 2012, defendants paid affiliate network Equinity Interactive LLC $31 to $33 for each consumer who clicked through from an Equinity advertisement and signed up for one of the defendants' $1 and 3 trials. You guys, there's nothing wrong with affiliate sales and getting paid as a person who is providing affiliate information. But you have to, number one, disclose that. And number two, you just want to do your due diligence and make sure that there's a good company. There are probably many people who had these affiliate links in emails and in blog posts and on their websites and didn't know that the actual company had this whole scam going on. The people who were serving up the victims probably never even knew, because unless you go to the state of Nevada and go to do a corporate search, you're not going to know. You're just not going to know. In many instances, defendants' websites have both a backdoor landing page displayed only when a consumer reaches the page through affiliate marketing links, and a front door version displayed when a consumer navigates directly to the domain by typing in the URL or searching through a search engine. Okay, so they got front door and back door versions. Let's see what's going on with those. The front door versions of defendant site generally do not offer trial products. In a few instances, the front door sites offer the option to sign up for monthly billing and cancel at no cost within a short period, but the sites do not make trial offers. Defendants list the URLs for their front door sites in their applications to banks for merchant accounts. The backdoor versions of defendant sites, the versions consumer actually see after clicking on an affiliate advertisement, invariably and prominently offer low-cost trials. So this is where the trick is coming in on the backdoor sites. Defendants' backdoor landing pages are substantially similar to one another. For example, landing pages for First Class Whitening, Whitening Coach, Titan White, and Smile Vitalize use the same text, graphics, and user interface. These landing pages do not contain any information about recurring shipments or monthly charges for enrollment in a negative option continuity plan. So they were not upfront, did not disclose this information so that people could make an informed decision based on what these charges were really going to be. And additionally, the information that you need to know in order to cancel. The backdoor landing pages direct consumers to provide their address information in a section titled, Tell Us Where to Send Your Trial Today. See, that's how they get you. The content form has a large green Rush My Trial button at the bottom. If consumers input their information and click Rush My Trial, they are taken to a checkout page. The checkout page prominently displays information about the cost of the trial. Price, $1.03. Total, $1.03 plus shipping and I don't know what P is, packaging, I guess. Usually I'm used to seeing shipping and handling. The page directs consumers to enter their credit card information, and a large blue arrow directs them to click a blinking yellow complete checkout. The complete checkout button is the only button on the page. At the bottom of the checkout page, below the blue arrow and blinking complete checkout button, there is a 10-line block of small print gray text against a white background. Okay, so that's going to be really hard to see. The checkout page within each defendant's backdoor websites contains nearly identical text. For example, the text on the first class whitening payment page reads as follows. Okay, so they say it's a risk-free trial. You must use your credit or debit card. Again, they say start your risk-free trial. You'll receive your trial supply. Then I love the way they say invest. And here's the fee again. And then here's that shipping and packaging fee. And then they say you will be charged for that above. If it's not right, then you call this number within 8 days to cancel and you owe nothing more. By participating in the risk-free trial, how many times is that in here? That's the third time. You're getting the rate of $94.31, a discount of 40% off the normal retail price. And you will be responsible for taking affirmative action during the risk-free trial. Fourth time, to avoid further charges outlined in how the offer works. So I guess you need to go look that up. By clicking on the button above, you're agreeing to the terms and conditions in how the offer works. Did you look that up? I doubt it. Including the arbitration and waiver of class action. So this might not be a class action, but that doesn't stop the FTC from going after them. And then they have the number for the customer service. So if you actually go to how the offer works, a pop-up window is displayed that states, we'll enter you into our first class whitening club. With the club, you'll get a package. Look at this. 8 days from the date of order processing, unless you cancel by calling here, will conveniently bill your credit card $94.31 for the full 30-day system. And then you'll get it every 30 days. All this at the same monthly in-home price you paid for the original system plus $10.91. So that does put it over $100. All right. Defendants' other backdoor landing pages contain the same text with a hyperlink, product name, telephone number, trial length, and the cancellation URL changed. So it's usually changed to match the different website. So it says once consumers click complete checkout on the payment page, defendants enroll them in the negative option plan. They receive a month's supply of tooth whitening product, and defendants charge them approximately $100 every month unless and until they affirmatively cancel the plan. It says they begin charging consumers for monthly shipments approximately 8 to 10 days after they place the trial order, even if the consumer has not yet received the trial product. Even consumers who cancel the plan within the prescribed period after ordering the products are, in some instances, billed $94.31 for the initial shipment unless they return the first shipment at their own expense. Consumers who click complete checkout to obtain a trial product do so without realizing they will incur monthly charges. So they are clicking this trial section thinking they're going to pay $1.03, I think it was, not realizing they're actually signing up to pay $100 a month unless they cancel within 8 days, because nobody is actually going over to read how whatever the offer is. Nobody goes back and reads that part. So that's why they were all getting charged that. And the FTC was saying, hey, you weren't really telling them that anyway. You were not being clear about this. All right, let's see what the next piece is. Remember, they were bringing in a lot of people because they had all of those different websites for this. All right, let's see. Upsell offers. Oh, then we had upsell offers. In numerous instances, after consumers click complete checkout on the payment page, as described in paragraphs 92 to 95 above, defendants' websites display an additional page. This page contains the name of the initial product in the upper left corner and displays an image that looks like a coupon for a different whitening product. And we have more gray text, and it says complete checkout. If consumers complete checkout button on this page, they receive a second trial tooth whitening product and are enrolled in a second negative option plan. I cannot keep up with this. This is a, mm, for an additional $100 a month. Consumers who click the second complete checkout button will therefore receive two sets of the solutions and have approximately $200 billed to the credit card provided during the initial transaction. Oh my gosh. Violations of the FTC. Okay, so they say they misrepresented the price of the trial offers. It says they're only going to charge them $1.03 plus shipping and handling for one time by clicking through. It says, in truth and in fact, though, defendants charge consumers monthly fees of about $100 per product, in addition to the nominal fee and the shipping costs. Then it says violations of the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act that was passed by Congress in 2010, which prohibits charging consumers for goods or services sold in transactions effected through the internet through a negative option feature, as that term is defined in the telemarketing sales rule. So they went after them for that. Illegal negative option marketing. They failed to clearly and conspicuously disclose all material terms, the total cost of the transactions that they were enrolling in this negative option plan, and that they had to affirmatively cancel. And they didn't disclose before obtaining consumers' billing information that they were purchasing two products, and they didn't get informed consent. So it says all of these people have suffered injury. Consumers have suffered and will continue to suffer substantial injury. And so, yeah, they're saying empower this court to grant injunctive and such other relief as the court may deem appropriate. Ancillary relief, rescission or reformation of the contracts, refund of the monies paid, disgorgement of ill-gotten monies, enter a permanent injunction. So yeah, so those are all of how, look, all of these. I couldn't even keep up with all of them. It was so many. Look at how many defendants there are there. This is the civil cover sheet attachment, um, and Rev Mountain LLC, plus everybody else. And you can see that long list there. So if you ever purchased anything from them, then now you can get your money back. In April 2023, the commission announced it was sending more than 1.1 million to consumers defrauded by the scheme that started in 2017. All right, so make sure that you check into that, get your money back. Now you're up to speed on how that works. Don't sign up for an illegal negative option plan. It sounds just like those regular subscription plans to me, but this was actually one where they didn't disclose all of the things that they needed to disclose, therefore it was illegal. So now if you're up to speed with all of that, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.